Welcome back everyone. Today we're in the Giants editor and I'm Jewel. We're on the Jewel's Peaceful Valley map and we're going to work on the biomass power plant area. Now we're obviously not finished molding and situating and all the painting and all that. We're just going to go ahead and add our XML in. So what I'm going to do is put it over here. We've already got the building at least flat on the ground and the XML is somewhere along here. There's two, well, the icons are anyway, somewhere over here. But I'm going to show you a picture of in-game so you can see. We got this one and then that one. This is the only one I'm bringing in, I think, right now. I don't think that one's going to come in with it, but we'll see. But this is that same place in the in-game. And you can see it's way over there in that corner, pretty far. Kind of like, it's got the little markers too. I'm not sure if that's a marker, but this is, I think, a marker. Not sure where they land at the rest of the way. But anyway, it's a good piece over there, so we'll stick it somewhere over that way. It don't have to be perfect. You don't have to put it there. I'm just put it there. It doesn't really matter to me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We've already did everything. You need to go back and look at my video about how to get this in here and get it situated. If you don't know already, go to the video about buying sell points and you should find it and watch it and get it in here. Alright, uh, and or the video about the biomass plant being brought into the map or whatever, and then you can watch that one, either one. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and find our information. We need to go into the main game files. So I'm going to click here, go down to D, drive, Steam libraries, Steam apps. You go wherever yours is. It might be on C drive or wherever. Common, FS22, data. In this case, placeables, map US. And in this case, we're going for the trigger. We've already got the building. Okay, we had to get that from the actual in-game one. Let me see. Over here, you open up the main game one where it says Farm Sim 22 data maps US. That's the main game one, and you come in here and pick out the ones you need in here, and you can export them to your map. Then you import them from your map files to your map. Okay, so that's not what we're working on right now, but that's how we got the building. Now when we open this is not a building. This is the trigger information. We're going to double click on that i3D and open it. And it says wood heating plant, selling station wood heating plant. So once we click on this, it highlights it. And this is what we're going to bring into our map. And if you'll open it, you'll see that each piece, what it is, okay? This one is the interaction trigger. This is the bell trigger. This is the unload trigger. So you got two separate ones. And then so on and so forth. So we're going to close that. Don't change anything. Just X out. Click no if it asks you. And then this is our XML to this. And we're going to add this line. This is what the line is going to be that we're going to add for our placeables. But first we got to go get a placeables. But before we go there, I'll go ahead and show you this one. We'll click on this XML, the wood heating plant one. Edit with Notepad++. And you'll see it says the biomass heating plant. That's what we're working on, and it's telling it to go get this i3D data placeables map US selling station wood heating plant selling station wood heating plant dot i3D. Well, if we minimize this, we'll go back to here. You'll see that this line that we're going to put in our placeables XML is going to tell it to call this i3D. So that's going to be the trigger, the one we just looked at, and that's what's going to read it from, and then it's going to put it in our in-game map. Ours will be hidden at that point, but I'll show you that later. So what we got to do right now is go back to the Steam libraries, Steam apps, common, FarmSim22, data, and then go under maps, map US, and go to placeables XML document. Right click on it, edit with Notepad++. Now we see this line here, and we need to take this line because that's the line that it's going to call. Okay, so we don't need to mess with nothing else. Just click to the end of it and hold down the left mouse button, drag it all the way over, let go. right click and click copy. Click out of it and close this. Okay, and you can close that one. We just was reading it, but this is the one that this XML we're putting in there is going to call this. So okay, so close that, minimize this, go back to documents, my games, FS22, mods, and the map you're working on. This is mine, and mine's in the XML folder here. Yours might look like it's in a folder something like this one, and then you go through maps, maps US, till you get to your placeables. And mine's not there, so I'm going to go where mine is. So mine's in here, and I'm going to open up this, right click, edit with Notepad++, and I'm going to find the last line of these little shorter lines, and put it right there, and click it right at the very end and hit enter. And then I'm going to click over here in this corner, right click and click paste. And then if I have to, I'll move this over. I'll click right at the beginning and space it over with the space bar. Then I'm going to space this file name over by clicking it there. And if you're trying to keep all these lined up, then you would just go down the line here and move them all. So it just really depends. You don't have to do this. It's just a preference if you choose to do this or not. So it's really up to you. You don't have to do it. You probably, if you're new, you may not want to because you don't want to accidentally do the wrong thing, click the wrong thing. But this is what we got going on. Alright, so now we have those lined up, makes it look a little better. And this is our line here. We can back this one up and scoot over. You can see what we got. Now we need to go to our store items line, and then we'll come back and put numbers in here from our Giants editor. So now we're going to go back to the main game area, and we'll just go back through D, Steam Libraries, D Maps, Common, FS22, Data, Maps, Maps US. Roll down, click on Store Items, right click, edit with Notepad++. See this line that has the wood heating plant one? Click on it at the end, left mouse button, hold it down, drag it over, highlight it, let go, right click, copy. Left click, close it, so you don't change anything. Make sure you only copied and didn't cut it. And then you can minimize this because that's not where we need to go. And now we're going to roll up to Documents, My Games, FS22, Mods, the map name you're working on. Go to your XML, and then if yours is in Maps, Maps US, and then Placeables, go there. Right click, edit with Notepad++. Oops, I went the wrong place. My bad. Minimize that again, and forget what I just said. Go to Documents, My Games, FS22, Mods, and then in your map, and then go to your store items, left click on it, right click, edit with Notepad++, and if you don't have a store items, you can go back to where you just copied that information out of that store items XML in the main game, and hit copy on that whole file and take it and put it in your map, in your files. Now we come in here and we'll look and see if we even have that one. We don't, so we're going to click to the end of this, hit enter, and we're going to click over here at the beginning and click paste, and we'll have that heating one if I don't have it nowhere else. Yeah, okay, so now we're good. Hit save. Now we're going to go back to the Giants editor, and we got to import that i3D that they told us about. Okay, so we're going to go to File, Import, and we're going to go to D Drive, Steam Libraries, Steam Apps, Common, FS22, Data, Placeables, I believe it's under Map US, and the heating plant one. Click on that i3D, click open. That's going to be the trigger. Once it brings it in, hit Control B as in boy, left mouse click, and you can see it'll throw it down. Then you can drag it over where you need to. You can pull it out where you need to, wherever you need to put it. Now I don't know where that other trigger ended up. Let's go look at my picture and see. So it's pretty much all the way over there. So it really don't matter. It just depends on what you want. And I don't think we have any of the markers. I'm gonna lift it up and see. Nope. Click undo. So you have to go get those separately. Okay. So pick where you want. You're gonna look at this and see if that's good. That's good. And if you're happy with that placement and it's lined up the way you want, you're not worried about the zeros and you're okay with that. That looks good. You're happy. Then that's where you're gonna put it. You're like, okay. And we're gonna go ahead and take this translate X numbers, right click at the end, left click at the end of the numbers, hit shift control and C as in cat, go to back to the file explorer for a minute. We're going to jump over here, we're going to go to documents, my games, Farm Sim 22, mods, the map you're working on, go to your XML, placeables, right click, edit with Notepad++. Come in here to the end of the position and between the quotation marks of the wood heating plant, right click and paste. Okay, move over. Now you can, if you want to organize that, click at the rotation thing and just scoot it over. And now you're going to go back to Giants Editor, click on there. If you see that it's all zeros, then you can just go back to the Notepad++ and look, is this all zeros? If it's not, click in front of that where that 9 is and backspace 2, and now it's all zeros. So now you can hit save and we're good to go on that. Now we're going to go back to the Giants Editor. We got last step. You could either bring in those markers. I'm not sure where they are. Just go look around for them. I'd have to go dig for them because I don't even know where those little markers are for this one. It shouldn't be too hard to find though. You could open the XML and it probably tell you, but one of them. But either way, you need to delete this if you don't have a placeholders folder that you're going to put this in. So you would go ahead and hit delete and save, but because you've already did your numbers. But if you want to go ahead and put it in placeholders folder, you need to click on this, highlight it, the whole group, hit the middle mouse scroll wheel, hold it down, drag it up to placeholders, let go, right click and go look and see if it's in there. It's in there, then you're good. It's hiding it. This is hidden where it won't show up in the game, and it'll only show up in the Giants Editor for you. The other one will show up in the game because it's calling it from the XML of the in-game map files. So it's calling it from there, and it takes less files to deal with instead of you having to put this in your map files. Keeps your map smaller on the file size. So that's that. That's situated. We're all good. We know it's right there. This is going to highlight here. We'll add that other icon in at a different time. It's a different icon, but this video is just this getting added. So then you can either move your career start point here if you want to, but you don't have to, but I will just for the sake of doing it. Control B is in Bob, and we're going to click on here and then go this way, and then hit save, and then we'll go on into the game and we'll see that the icon's there, and we'll know. Alright, and we'll see that when we can visit the place from the little place on the map that shows the front of the map. So let's go on in. Appreciate all the new subscribers. You can see my internet's down, so it's saying that when I open it. It went down just a few minutes ago. I'm not sure what happened. It's been bad weather, so I don't know. But anyway, go ahead and smash that like button if you like these episodes and you want to see more. Please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody. The channel is growing quickly, and I thank you. We're going to jump in here and get to it. Shouldn't take but a second. Then we'll call it a video. Trying to keep them kind of short, to the point. We'll add more information as we go along. But it should be all squared away. I don't think I've, other than the markers that would outline it, I don't think we've left anything out other than that other little icon. We'd have to go and do that one, but for now, this is good. So doing step by step. Shouldn't take too much longer. We've already opened it, so it should be pretty quick. And it's just loading it up, and there we go. And here we are, and there you go. Well, we do have it, actually. Okay, so I should have spun it around, I guess. This was over here on the other game. So all they did was spin it around, but it really don't matter. This is sell wood right there, and this is the other little icon. So that's pretty much it. They just had it spun around, and I didn't spin it around. But if you want to, just spin it around. It's got both of them. I was thinking I was going to have to add that separate, but nope, it's in there. But anyway, now we hit escape, and we'll go look, and you can see where we are. We got this icon, South Valley Biomass Energy. So now we can hit visit, and it takes us here. So there we go. So that's how you do it. But I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you. I'm not going to dump anything, obviously, but that's what it does. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell if you want to receive a notification every time I post a video. Goodbye, everybody.